At small forward, standing 6'8", number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Hey everybody, it's Juan Martinez of the ezyville network, and guess what? NBA 2K18 for the Nintendo Switch is the best portable simulation basketball game of all time. Unless you're the type of person who lugs around an Xbox or a PlayStation in a travel case with a screen. And look, I can appreciate that dedication to your hobby, but for those of us with bad backs and a Nintendo Switch, 2K18 is the game we've been hoping for since the franchise made the leap to stuff like the PSP and even the iPhone. And while that might sound like hyperbole at first, this is literally a home console game that you can take with you, not a dumbed down mobile game with missing pieces. Built from the ground up, separate from the Xbox and PS4 versions, it's quite the accomplishment that 2K18 on the Switch is one-to-one features-wise with its console cousins. That means your avatar can become the best virtual baller in the world in My Park, you can go to Foot Locker to try on the best kicks, search for diamond level players on My Team, and get harassed by LeVar Ball in My Career. Even more subtle things like Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett doing guest commentary, or Kendrick Lamar introducing your game humble style made it on the Switch. And I'm not so sure how long this is gonna last because the Nintendo network is looming, but you can play online right now for free, so expect more than your share of disconnects and rage quits because anybody can play. Yes, it's still 2017 and we still can't figure out good, solid, stable online 2K play. But the games you are able to connect on properly are fun and competitive, and since there's no voice chat built in, I can play worry-free without having to deal with some kid who's half my age telling me how terrible I am at a game that they spent all their free time playing, while I, a grown adult with responsibilities and a full schedule, am lucky to get in a game or two when no one is looking. Not that I'm bitter about my lack of free time or anything like that. No, not at all. Anyways, 2K18 on the Switch shines when you take it with you on the road in handheld mode. Knowing that you're never more than a few feet away from signing a new player in year 25 of your My League mode, or rebuilding the Seattle Supersonics as an expansion team is the advantage that is unique to the Switch. The best way to play with 2K18 is with, as you might expect, a Pro Controller. Asking gamers to make an additional investment on top of the price of the game is becoming all the more common these days. Take it from somebody who spent an extra $30 to buy a 128 gig micro SD card just so I can download the game at launch instead of waiting until October for the physical version. I know the struggle. The Joy-Cons are not bad for a default option, and it's easier to carry around with you if you're on the go by yourself. But if you're the type who plays plenty of local multiplayer, you're going to want to hand your buddy a Pro Controller instead of the right Joy-Con. The changes in controls will also take a few sessions to get used to, especially if you played plenty of 2K previously. The lack of pressure-sensitive triggers means adopting a new way to use Turbo, and having one button for regular pass and another to bounce pass could lead to terrible-looking turnovers. Wait, are there good-looking turnovers? The in-game shot meter and display that are default on the Switch means you have instant feedback about how badly you break the shot. It's an addition that makes sense on paper, but at least from my experience, I became too obsessed with wondering why my shots were either slightly early or late, instead of getting back on defense after a miss or even a make. This obsession manifests itself in the worst way possible when you miss a shot that's wide open or is a slightly contested layup. If NBA Live's biggest gameplay sin is the ease in which you can start block parties, 2K18 just makes it hard on you to make layups and floaters unless you adjust the sliders to a more unfair level, really. Russell Westbrook is one of the greatest finishers in NBA history, but his abilities are slightly nerfed because he can't make a layup to save his life. So you've probably noticed that I've given NBA 2K18 mostly glowing remarks as a handheld game, but really haven't given much thought to the part where you can actually play this on your television. Well, that's because I have NBA 2K18 on my PS4, and if I'm gonna play 2K on the big screen, it's gonna be on the console that makes my TV pop and has trigger buttons on its controllers. 2K18 on the Switch looks great, but because it is underpowered compared to an Xbox or PS4, you're missing out on subtle graphic embellishments like flowing jerseys or sweat gradually developing on the players. There's parity in the animations and game presentation among all platforms, so you never have to worry about it not having a particular celebration. It's just that you never think about those extra touches when the screen is just the size of your typical tablet. You'll also probably notice that I've yet to talk about My Career, the much hyped story mode where you can take your created baller to unforeseen fame and fortune. That's because I can't stand DJ, this year's kid that you're gonna take to a 99 rating. A former hoops phenom who opted to do music instead of honing his craft, he's now back to playing basketball with the hopes of starring in an episode of 2K TV with Rachel and Ronnie 2K and being on the cover of the game. The road from a 60 to a 99 rating sounds like it would be fun in practice, but DJ and his supporting cast, which included an annoying roommate and a hack agent and a teammate who's only slightly better than you, have no redeeming qualities. I barely made it to the first post-game interview and I already wanted to quit. And DJ's spoiled and entitled tirade during that interview because I wanted to choose the confident response was such a turnoff.
How's practice been? Practice is good, man. The teammates are good, and guess what? I'm good. Okay, I'm better than how I played out there tonight. So I had a couple of bad rotations. It's not the end of the world. If I had more minutes to play, I'd be in a better rhythm. All right, so it's only a matter of time before the world can really see what I can do.
Okay then, I like the fire. How's the team treating you?
Man, the team is treating me fine. What do you want to know? You want to know if they're hazing me or something? Okay? They're treating me good because they know how I play in practice, and I've been killing those dudes. I've been smoking them.
Like who?
I'm not gonna tell you because we keep it in-house and I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, but they know who they are. And all I'm saying is, it's only a matter of time before I hit that court and nobody's gonna be able to stop me. Believe that.
Wow.
Now, if this was a review for a publication like in the old days, of course I would carry along and see the end of DJ's story no matter how loathsome I found him. It's just that no story that the 2K team could write could replicate the insanity of this past NBA offseason. From all the crazy trades, to the fake social media accounts, to the subtweets, to LeBron calling the president a bum. And then there are the glitches that hindered any enjoyment I could have even training and honing DJ's skills. Here's me trying to work on my long distance shot with a 60 rated DJ while I wait for a trainer to pick up the ball and pass it to me. The lesson I learned? Stick to the base game in the online modes and have fun. When you first saw that debut Nintendo Switch trailer and saw a group of dudes stop playing real basketball to play 2K, you were probably just like me and thought it was a ridiculous idea no one would actually do. Well, since picking up the game, I played it in the car, at the reveal of the Nike NBA jerseys, right before I go to bed with my headphones, and pretty soon on a plane. It's living up to the promise that sports games on a Nintendo platform can finally hang with the more powerful consoles by introducing advantages that they simply can't match. If you can stomach the extra cost of the micro SD card, I would recommend picking up NBA 2K18 on the Switch right now. Just stay away as far as possible from DJ and the team trainers. Hope you all enjoyed this review of NBA 2K18 on the Switch. Find out more about the ezyville network by going to patreon.com/ezyville. That's EZYVILLE. It's how we're able to produce content such as this, and how we provide you with more exclusive stuff and giveaways that you won't see anywhere else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next thing.
At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving.